Good afternoon, everybody. It's that time again, Sports Talk with Corey. My name's Corey Jackson. As you know, I'm housekeeper here at Botwell's, and it's my pleasure to be with you this afternoon or this morning, whatever works. But I'm happy to be with you here today to talk about some sports for about 10 minutes and chat about some of the ongoings of what's going on in Minnesota sports. As you can see today, I'm not in my work attire. I'm in my North Carolina T-shirt here, Sweet 16 T-shirt, and as the residents know, or as you guys know, guys and gals know, North Carolina is my team back home, so I support them, and I'm a North Carolina diehard, so I figure I'd wear it today to cheer me up and get fired up about what we're going to talk about. So my first topic today with Sports Talk with Corey would be about Major League Baseball. Yesterday, there was a contract proposal with Major League Baseball and the players, and they negotiated, and the players didn't want their salaries to be cut, and the Major League Baseball put out an offer to them, and they rejected it last night. So I don't know what's going to happen with baseball. It may be a little longer. Now with the prolonged contract dispute, it may go into August. So we may not have baseball until mid-August, the way it's looking, but we'll see how that goes. Right now, the players in the union, the players' union and the players are not at the same page right now when it comes to restructuring the schedule, how the games are going to be played, where they're going to be played at, and how the contracts are going to go with the players, because they want the players to take a pay cut. And the players said no, and then they came back and said, okay, well, let's do this, and we'll keep your salaries. And the players still said no. So we'll see how that goes. To be continued. We'll see how that goes. As far as NBA basketball, it looks like NBA basketball is a go, and the games will be played in Orlando right now with no fans. But we'll see how that goes. The NBA is trying to maybe possibly put some fans in the stands. And as you know, with the coronavirus going on, the NBA is a little skeptical about that, and we'll see how that goes. But it sounds like there's going to be 22 teams starting in the next couple weeks. I believe they're going to start playing. They're going to play 8 regular season games, and then we're going to go right to the postseason. So the teams that are at the bottom, like the Timberwolves, unfortunately, will not be having a playoff this year, which is really sad. So, I'm kind of disappointed that the Wolves are not going to be there. So I guess we'll ship up packing and wait for next year, and hopefully next year will be the Timberwolves' luck as far as getting to the playoffs when we have a longer season possibly. So there'll be some playing games, and then we're going to have NBA basketball, and it's going to go all the way through August from my understanding. And then which means that the regular season next year won't be played until possibly end of September. End of October into November, and that's kind of usually, kind of pushing it, as far as schedule-wise. So we'll see how that goes. I'm confident that we'll get basketball going because, as you know, my favorite sport is basketball, so I'm trying to wait for that and hurry up so we can get that going. As far as the Vikings, there hasn't been any NFL news as far as that. Right now, they think that their season is going to start in September. They're debating whether or not they want to have fans or not in the stands. As you know, fan support revenue is a big part of the NFL. They got to sell tickets, and you got to get fans in attendance. So I'm really hoping we can get football because, as you know, I like the Vikings. I'm not a diehard Vikings fan, but I have tickets for the first game in the season to Packers-Vikings, and I would love to be there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that game. That'll be a good game for our border rivals. As you know, we got a lot of cheeseheads running around here at Botwell, so I have to kind of protect all our Viking fans out here. So we'll see how that goes. So this should be interesting, but right now there's really no movement in the NFL. They still think they're going to start on schedule, and they think that it's going to work out. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope that works out. As far as the Wild are concerned, we're getting ready to gear up. I believe in August they're going to start the playoffs, and as you know, our Minnesota Wild are going to play the Vancouver Canucks in the playoffs to start out to resume hockey, and hopefully we'll be able to beat them so we can move forward into the playoffs. But the games are going to be played here in St. Paul, so they were talking about St. Paul as being one of the hockey hubs where most of the playoffs games are going to be. So we'll see how that goes. There's a few other sites, but if the Wild don't win, I think the NHL is going to use St. Paul as a venue possibly for some other playoff games during this, through the rest of the year. So we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking what else did we cover? No college basketball. As you know, college basketball don't start. NCAA basketball don't start till later in the fall. But college football is looking at possibly starting. They're opening up campuses on a limited basis at certain spots for college football. So they really think there's gonna be college football too, and I'm hoping so because I do like college football. Go Heels, so as usual. But yeah, I think we're gonna have college football. It's really looking good. So, as far as the sports landscape, it looks like things are trying to open up, and we're trying to get things going. Like I said, as with the coronavirus, it's kind of tricky. You have to get around a lot of things. Who's going to host, where they're going to play games at, how they're going to get the fans in there if they're going to have fans. So it's more of a revenue thing and how they're going to get things going. So we'll see. But a lot of football training camps will be opening up for college football. So that's a positive. We can be positive about that. And as a guy, I love sports. As you can see, we have a show called Sports Talk with Corey. So I love to talk sports with the residents here and the fans, and I love sports. And right now in this time and era, we need something to be happy about, with things going on in the current state of flux with things going on around here in the country. So we need to get some positive aspect on that and get some positive vibes and get revved up, So hopefully we can get to that point. Today I wanted to talk just a little bit about it's sports related. As you know, everybody knows I love tennis shoes, and I like different brands of shoes. And today I'm more of a Jordan guy. I like Air Jordans, as everybody knows. I do wear a lot of LeBron James shoes from time to time for playing basketball because I play sports. But in the next couple weeks, I'll try to talk to you about a particular shoe or model. I'm thinking about trying to get something worked out. Maybe I'll bring something in and and show it to you, and maybe give you an idea of why I like that shoe, and show you some of my favorite shoes. I'm gonna try to get that into work, so maybe we can add that to the show to make it very interesting. And I think I'd love to hear your comments about my shoes, because I know you guys talk about them a lot. When you see me walking in the hall, you go, "Good shoes," or "Oh, I love your shoes." So I'm gonna try to incorporate that as we go along. Going down the show, future episodes of the show. So I'm looking forward to that, because there's always a story about, why he wore this shoe or why this person made this shoe. So I find it interesting to tell the story about the shoe. So
what do you got on today?
Today I just got my LeBron James on. This is the LeBron 17. More than an athlete, LeBron made these shoes for a reason, and it's to support the the African American movement in sports. As you know, LeBron does a lot of things for his community. Not only does he make shoes, but he also builds schools, and he's building schools in his community, and he's doing good things in the community by supporting the community, making sure kids go to college and have notebooks and computers and things like that for our youth. So he's in the community a lot, trying to support the community, and he makes excellent shoes. These shoes are very comfortable, as you can see. I like the color. I've already had comments today about the color, so they're very interesting. So I do have a lot of other LeBrons I'll bring and show you as we go along. I don't think I'm gonna put them on yet, but I will be happy to show you in the box and show you what they look like, because I'm not ready just to don them yet. Each shoe has a story and a significance to me, and why I haven't worn it yet. So yeah, I'm very interested in collecting shoes. I'm a shoe collector as well, so I like to collect cool looking shoes. So that's more to come. Also, I just wanted to thank the people that make this possible. I enjoy talking. I enjoy talking sports. I enjoy talking about shoes. I'm very passionate about sports, and I just want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate Patty and her staff and what she does here, and I just want to make sure that I don't know if it's there yet, but we're going to have a comment box. So if you do want to comment or ask a question, make sure you ask a question for me, and I'll be happy to answer that, because I think that's a great part of talking sports. I like to get feedback and input. We can talk other things just besides Minnesota sports. If you have a favorite team, I usually watch them too and know a lot about them, so I can comment on your team as well if you have a favorite team out. So anyway, I just yeah, we have somebody in here watching, making sure they approve of my job. But I just wanted to take the time again to thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning or day, depending on when this is aired. And I look forward to being with you again in the near future. God bless. Thank you.